Following is a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Network.
And Anderson is going to launch for three. It's good!
Now it's game time. Let's head up to the broadcast booth for the pregame show right now on Magnitude Sports.
All right, well, camera's not used to warm weather, and we have a frozen camera as a result, so let's fix that. Why don't we? Thanks so much for joining us here on Magnitude Sports. Okay, here. Just give me a couple more cracks at it. All right, well, we're going to take a commercial break. Actually, we're not going to take a commercial break. What we're going to do is we're just going to leave it right here, and I'll be back in a moment here. All right, now we got the camera working. I'm crossing my fingers. I see a little blinking here and there, but I think we've hit enough buttons to overcome whatever the issue may be. So we are debuting our first baseball game of the season here. Magnitude Sports, we've still got a couple basketball games remaining on the schedule for you, but after those, it's going to be mostly baseball. We got a set of 10 games for you over the next 8 days down here at the Jackie Robinson Training Complex. We're at, it starts with an H. Hey, see, can I see it somewhere on here? We're at the best field of them all here at Jackie Robinson Training Center down here in Vero Beach, Florida. Year 2 that we've been down here following the Fargo Post 400 Stars. As we take a look at our schedule here, maybe. Now we got more equipment issues due to it not being negative 27 degrees here. And we have a frozen camera again. Awesome. This is just fantastic. I love it. Okay, now this is working. So now I just got to get the other piece working. And then this is not what I had planned for the pregame show, but I promise you that we will figure something out here. All right, I think what we're going to do is not go with a mouse. I don't. So I'll just have to use the finger controls on the laptop here to broadcast the game, crossing the fingers that we can actually get started with our pregame show now. So, okay, that works. That's awesome. That works. That's awesome. So let's go to our keys to the game here for the Fargo Post 400 Stars, along with the Tabor Academy Seawolves. They are a team out of Marion, Massachusetts. It's their first. It's actually it's their first game. Their JV team played earlier against the Alaska Gamers and won 19-9 in 5 innings. There is a 2.5-hour time limit on these games. Let's take a look at the keys of the game here. And strong pitching. Show yourselves what you got. Don't get caught stealing bases. Now, this team here has a healthy roster. There's 24 players on the roster. They are playing 13 of those 24 in this particular game. They're batting 11, and they'll have their pitcher, Perry Goodrich, who is not hitting. So, one of the things, it's unanimous season after season after season against the Fargo Post 400 Stars. If you want to win, you got to have strong pitching. Now, show yourselves what you got. This is the first time that Tabor Academy's been down to Vero Beach, at least to the best of my knowledge. They weren't here last year. I know that much for sure. So just kind of get used to the atmosphere and play a game and just see what your team has and put it together from there. And then don't get caught stealing bases, because we know that Fargo Post 400, their catcher will whip it up to second, whip it up to first, whip it up to third, and easily get you out. So let's go ahead and take a look at the keys of the game for the Fargo Post 400 Stars. Look for your pitch. One of the things the Stars kind of struggled with in last season is they just swing for the fences kind of almost all the time. I think if you're a little bit more patient here, just look for your pitch and swing when it's a good one. Of course, know what your ball strike count is, and then make this your home field. You were here last year. You've played games here last year. That's one advantage that Post 400 would have over Tabor Academy, is they've played on this field before. The Seawolves have not. And then remember the goal, Shelby, North Carolina. They were there 2 years ago. They didn't get there last year. They got knocked out in the double elimination round of the state tournament. But even though you want to remember what the ultimate end goal is, got to keep in mind this is quote-unquote spring training. Doesn't really matter if you win. It doesn't really matter if you lose. And if the game's tied after the 2.5-hour time limit, then it doesn't matter if you tie either. So, take advantage of the opportunities here. Like I said, make this your home field and get yourself ready to go for that June start against Jamestown and the rest of the North Dakota Conference, such as West Fargo, Bismarck. Those are a couple of the heavy hitters that Fargo Post 400 will see this summer baseball season. So that's a look at your keys to the game here on Magnitude Sports. The first pitch is a little bit, just moments away. Fargo Post 400 will be the home team on the scoreboard, and the Tabor Academy Seawolves will be the visitors on the scoreboard. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back in just a moment here on Magnitude Sports. Sweet Shots is Fargo's premier golf entertainment destination. Sweet Shots will host your birthday, bachelorette party, corporate events, date nights, or a night out with friends and family. Need help with your golf game? Visit with one of Sweet Shots' PGA teaching pros. Hungry? They have a full food and beverage menu too. Try your shot in one of 60 climate control hitting suites or one of 5 indoor full swing simulators that include golf, hockey, hunting, football, soccer, and zombie dodgeball. Make the trip to 3400 James Way South in Fargo or visit sweetshots.com for much more.
Looking for a new home? Make home happen this summer by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 98% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Buying, selling, or leasing commercial real estate or farmland in the Fargo, Moorhead, and surrounding area? From office to retail, industrial to multifamily, commercial land to farmland. As the #1 commercial, sales, and leasing brokerage in the FM region, Goldmark Commercial has the experience and skills to handle all of your commercial real estate and farmland needs with the highest levels of customer service and marketing around. Trust the experts at Goldmark Commercial Real Estate to lead your team to success.
I kind of want.
Crunchy, juicy, and tasty? We make everything with love. Get it today and make your taste buds dance.
Love that chicken from Popeyes. Buffalo Wild Wings win-win value lineup gives you and your friends more for less. With buy one, get one half off traditional wings every Tuesday. Buy one, get one free boneless wings every Thursday. And $3 tolls every day. Only at Buffalo Wild Wings.
All right, welcome back. We're live here at Jackie Robinson Training Complex here on, I believe it's, let me just alt-tab over. It is, I know it starts with an H. It is, what's going on here? No, I guess I don't know. I think it's Hammond Field, or Hammond Stadium. Holman Stadium, there we go. I just had to scroll up. We're at Holman Stadium here at Jackie Robinson Training Camp. There you see the coaches for the Fargo Post 400 Stars in the blue, and the Tabor Seawolves will be in their white jerseys with dark red maroonish numbers outlined in black. And the Seawolves will be the visiting team, so they'll bat first. And then the Fargo Post 400 Stars will start in the outfield, and your lineups look like this here. On the mound will be Logan Sullivan for the Fargo Post 400 Stars. Jack Demers will be behind the plate catching. You got Andre Work at first, Jackson Ammerman at second, Matt Bryant the shortstop, Colby Hansen at third. In the outfield, you got Jake Jarashevsky in center, Chayton Sen in right, and Colby Nissen in left. And your batting lineup here for the Tabor Seawolves, once again, they're batting 11. Playing shortstop and batting first is number 7, Owen Cassidy. Batting second and playing second base is number 2, Ben Prince. Batting third is the center fielder, number 14, Javar Williams. Batting fourth is the first baseman, number 24, Cole Taylor. Batting fifth will be the designated hitter for the pitcher, number 5, Luke Damaso. Batting sixth will be the catcher, number 6, Gus Ackerman. Batting seventh and playing out in right field will be number 10, Tyler. The coach told me, and now I forgot. Tedeschi. I'll get that double checked here soon, I promise. And then batting eighth and playing third base at wearing number 9 is Chris Kluber. Batting ninth will be number 11, not playing a position. He's an extra hitter, Braden Bennett. Batting 10th, an extra hitter, not playing a position, is number 3, Max Mendel, at least not at the moment. And batting 11th, not playing a position as an extra hitter, number 21, Mikey Raddick. And then starting on the mound for the Seawolves and not batting will be Perry Goodridge. We might also see Mark London here at some point in this game for the Seawolves, and that is your starting lineups here. We are about, let's see here, I'm going to say we're about maybe 5 minutes or less away from the first pitch of this one. The baseball season coming up want to say a big hi to everybody back home. I know that earlier this morning, every single road in the state was no travel advised, so I really apologize for the fact that I was playing basketball in a swimming pool earlier today. So yeah, I had to say it. I think everyone, if you're not chuckling, then you need a drink or something. So we'll take a break, and we'll be back in a moment here on the Magnitude Sports Network.
Tonight, I'll be eating chicken tikka masala with garlic naan. Cheers.
I win again. Patrick.
That's Sir Patrick.
Ooh, sir. Tonight, I'll be eating roasted cauliflower tacos with spicy chipotle sauce. Thank you. Oh! Yeah! I wasn't ready!
You want cheese to go with that wine?
Sweet Shots is Fargo's premier golf entertainment destination. Sweet Shots will host your birthday, bachelorette party, corporate events, date nights, or a night out with friends and family. Need help with your golf game? Visit with one of Sweet Shots' PGA teaching pros. Hungry? They have a full food and beverage menu too. Try your shot in one of 60 climate control hitting suites or one of 5 indoor full swing simulators that include golf, hockey, hunting, football, soccer, and zombie dodgeball. Make the trip to 3400 James Way South in Fargo or visit sweetshots.com for much more.
All right, welcome back as we get ready to go here. So once again, warming up is Logan Sullivan here live on Magnitude Sports on YouTube. YouTube.com/Magnitude Sports is where you can find it. Vero Beach, Florida is where we're at. Mostly sunny and 82. We're underneath the shaded press box here, which this time last year this was under construction, and we had a bright, hot sunshine to deal with here. But I did get a slight sunburn earlier today. I'll say that much for sure. As we're about to get ready to go and underway here with the first pitch of this one, and as we correct a couple more issues here, as I know what the issue was, and I forgot to hit a button due to all the camera issues I had immediately up front. So we are ready to go here now. It's Owen Cassidy stepping up to the plate. He'll square off against Logan Sullivan. Once again, Jack Demers behind the plate here in this spring training matchup between Fargo Post 400 Stars and the Tabor Seawolves. And the first pitch comes across at 7:15 p.m. here. 83 and a partly cloudy sky. And it's ball one to Owen Cassidy. So we'll see Ben Prince and Javar Williams this inning as well, for sure, for the Seawolves. Their JV team won 19-9 in a game against the Alaska Gamers earlier today. So we'll see what their varsity team has in store for the Stars here tonight. And the first 3 pitches of the season result in a 3-0 count here to Owen Cassidy. Once again, around the bases, you got Work at first, Ammerman second, Matt Bryant the shortstop, Colby Hansen at third, and Owen Cassidy on a 4-pitch walk up to first. That'll bring up Ben Prince. And then once again in the outfield for the Stars, you got Jake Jarashevsky in center, Chayton Sen in right, and Colby Nissen in left. So the first 4 pitches of the Post 400 season result in a runner on base. And he will miss the corner there, and it'll be ball 5 of the season. Ball 1 to Ben Prince. Sullivan just shaking off some rust. He had plenty of games last year and did fairly well on almost all of them. And that one inside, and now up to second on the attempted steal, and he's in there safely. So he'll take second base. Cassidy will on the stolen base, and now runner in scoring position with nobody out here in the top of the first. 5 pitches in, make that 6 pitches in, and 2 balls, no strikes to the batter, Ben Prince. And here's the 2-0. And that one right off the glove of Ammerman into right center field. Heading into third is Cassidy. He will round third, and he will score. Or maybe he won't. No, they will give him the run. I thought I saw the umpire give the out signal, but I was looking down for a split second. So 1-0 now in favor of Tabor Academy. Going to the books as an RBI double for Ben Prince. And Cassidy comes home. Javar Williams to bat now. So once again, a strike is anything that's not a ball. So a thrown strike, a hit, home run, a fouled away pitch. Those all count as strikes. So he has 6 balls and 1 strike on his 7 pitches. 2 minutes into the ball game here at Vero Beach, Florida. And that one is hit out into left field. And rounding third there is Ben Prince, and he is out at the plate, and that will allow Williams to get to second. So it'll be an RBI fielder's choice. Cole Taylor, the batter now here for the Seawolves. Once again, runner on second. And that pitch hits the strike zone right at knee level. And it's 0-1 now here to Taylor. If Taylor can reach base with no double plays occurring, we'll see Luke DeMasso on deck next. And that one will just miss to the outside. That'll even up the counter. The ball and a strike, 1-1. And that one's a little bit low. It'll be 2 balls and a strike now to Cole Taylor. Logan Sullivan. Next pitch will be pitch number 12. We're already 5 minutes into the ball game here with only 1 out. And another runner in scoring position on second. And that one right into the glove of Matt Bryant. Right back to second for the double play. And that will take care of the top of the first inning. The Seawolves get a run on 1 hit. And they leave nobody on base with the double play. We'll return with the bottom of the second. We'll see the Stars bats for the first time this season when we return after the break here on Magnitude Sports.
Looking for a new home? Make home happen this summer by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 98% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
All right, welcome back. 1-0 in favor of the Tabor Academy Seawolves over the Post 400 Stars. And we will see the bats of Colby Hansen, Matt Bryan, and Jackson Ammerman. And starting on the mound here for the Seawolves is Perry Goodrich. Colby Hansen, 6 for 18, lifetime on Magnitude Sports. Most of his hits go to, well, I'll just say he's an equal opportunity hitter. Let's put it that way. Once again, starting on the mound is Perry Goodridge. Behind the plate is Gus Ackerman. You got Cole Taylor at first, Ben Prince at second, Owen Cassidy, the shortstop, Chris Kluber at third, and then in the outfield, you got Jamar Williams in center, Max Mendel in left, and Tyler Tedeschi in right field for the Seawolves. So this is the first pitch to Kobe Hansen. And Hansen drills it right up the middle on a bouncer, picked up by Cassidy, and he throws high over the head of Taylor, and that will allow Hansen to reach on an error. That'll be charged to the shortstop on the throw, and a runner on here via the error for the Seawolves. So with the runner on first being Colby Hansen, this is Matt Bryant. Seven for 17 lifetime on magnitude, with most of his hits going to left field. And that one's a little high and out for a ball. 1-0 here to Matt Bryant. Two balls and no strikes now here to Matt Bryant. And the 2-0 pitch, and that's right down the middle, but it was a little bit high, and it's ball 3. Didn't quite get the spin on it that Goodridge was looking for to make it a strike. We'll see what he does here on the 3-0, and it's up high, and he walks. And now there's 2 runners on for the Stars. Now bring up Jackson Ammerman. 8 for 19 lifetime on Magnitude Sports as I counted it up there, with most of his hits going to right field. That pitch is outside for a ball, and it's 1-0 here to Jackson Ammerman. So nobody out, 2 runners on, 9 minutes into the ball game here. Kobe Hansen on second, Matt Bryant on first for Fargo Post 400, and that one is going to be a ball. I think I need to hit another button here. Stand by. I do not. The button was pushed. I just didn't hear it. 2 balls and a strike now here to Ammerman. We got Chayton Sen on deck. And Ammerman blasts that high and foul to the right field side, and it'll become 2-2 as a result. 10 minutes into the game, Goodrich, his next pitch will be pitch number 10. And they're going to call balk. Goodrich stepped off the mound thinking that he would check the runners back, and he didn't quite fool the referees enough on that one, and the runners will advance on the balk. So now base hit could put the Stars in front here with nobody out, runners on second and third. And that pitch is a little high, and now we have bases loaded. Chayton Sen. Also 8 for 19, including a home run to left field. That came in a game against the Moorhead Blues last year, a game that the Stars were down 12-1. They hit a solo home run and 2 grand slams to cut the lead down to 12-11. They ended up falling a little bit short in that game, but that was a fantastic comeback that didn't quite make the full comeback. 1 ball, no strikes as the pitch goes to the outside for Chayton Sen. Jake Jaroszewski on deck. That pitch is low. Did he get it in there? No, he didn't. He missed it for a ball. 2-0 now here to Chayton Sen. So once again, the runner's on. Jackson Ammerman on first. Matt Bryan on second. Colby Hansen on third. Chayton Sen batting. Jaroszewski on deck. And the pitch is out for ball 3. And that'll be a bases loaded walk, and the post 400 Stars are on the board. Now Jake Jaroszewski, most of his hits going to left and center field. Seven for 17 lifetime on Magnitude Sports. My side of Jake. He loves the lifetime statistics. I love it too, actually. And the 0-1 pitch to Jaroszewski is in for strike 2. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Oh, wait, no, strike 2. Apparently they switched the count on that previous pitch to a ball, so it's one ball and 2 strikes now. So no strike 3. Sorry to. There's the strike 3. You just had to wait one more pitch, and that is a Tommy's Express Car Wash strikeout for Perry Goodridge. So Jaroszewski goes down swinging. Andre Work, the batter now. Five for 14. Left and right is his preferences, and whenever he goes to center, he flies out just like he did there. He'll tag up, and he will score. So it's a sac fly for Andre Work. And another run crosses the plate. Matt Bryant scores. Ammerman over to third. And Chayton Sen stays on first. So now runners on the corners for Gunnar Majerus. And a visit to the mound here for the Seawolves. As the Stars let one go in the first, and now they have 2 runs on no hits, because the one was the error to the shortstop, and then the sacrifice fly to center field. So yeah, 2 runs on no hits on 1 Tabor Seawolves error up to this point, and nobody left on base for the Seawolves because they got out of the top of the first on that line drive to short that resulted in a 6-4 double play. Majerus will step up, getting the 4-1-0 call from his coach. And they do not supply me with that information as to what that is. And another balk has been called, and that will stroll Jackson Ammerman in from third and move Chayton Sen up to second. And it's now 3-1 in favor of the Post 400 Stars. Pitch, it looked like it was coming down the middle, and then the jet stream caught it and pushed it to the outside. Ball 1 here to Majerus. 17 minutes into the ball game now. And that's a little pop out, and the catcher is there to make the catch. That is Gus Ackerman. And that'll do it. That'll bring us to the end of the first. Luke DeMasso, Gus Ackerman, Tyler Desecki are due up. Batters 5, 6, and 7. Logan Sullivan with pitch 13. When we return after this, 3-1 Stars on the Magnitude Sports Network. Stay tuned.
Buying, selling, or leasing commercial real estate or farmland in the Fargo, Moorhead, and surrounding area? From office to retail, industrial to multifamily, commercial land to farmland. As the #1 commercial, sales, and leasing brokerage in the FM region, Goldmark Commercial has the experience and skills to handle all of your commercial real estate and farmland needs with the highest levels of customer service and marketing around. Trust the experts at Goldmark Commercial Real Estate to lead your team to success.
All right, we're back here at Holman Stadium at Jackie Robinson Training Complex here in Vero Beach, Florida. And the Fargo Post 400 Stars currently hold a 3-1 lead over the Tabor Academy Seawolves. As we move into the top of the second, Luke DeMasso, Gus Ackerman, and Tyler Desecki are the batters due up. It's 5, 6, and 7, and an 11 batter lineup here for the Seawolves. Logan Sullivan, 8 balls, 4 strikes on 12 pitches. And here's pitch 13, and it's in for strike 1. As we approach the 20-minute mark of the ball game here in the top of the second. Make a slight adjustment on our camera so you can see all the bases. Had it zoomed up close there, and I kind of forgot after doing several months of other sports that I need to not zoom in on the camera as much. And that one ripped right over towards Matt Bryant, and he'll pick it up. And it's an easy 6-3 ground out, and Bryant to work. And that's 1 up, 1 down here for the Seawolves. And Gus Ackerman will step up to the plate next. Gus Ackerman, 0 for 0 lifetime on Magnitude Sports. I just had to throw that one out there for our friend Jake. 1 ball, no strikes to Gus Ackerman. And that one's low and out too for ball number 2. Once again, it's spring training, so don't get too frustrated if you're not super happy with the pitch count at the moment, but if you're gonna lose any games, it's going to be now versus later when you get into games that matter on your win-loss column. 2 balls and a strike as the home plate umpire conferred with first base to get the strike, and now we have another ball, and it's 3-1. And he'll walk him. So a runner on with 1 out. Tyler Tedeschi will be the batter here. And I think after 4 or 5 times, I think I got it down now on how to say his name. Tyler Tedeschi at bat. Now I'll toss it over to first there. Keep Ackerman in check. It's 79, but it certainly feels like it's in the upper 50s, which is awesome. That'll be a through ball on the backstop and allow Ackerman to move up to second, and it'll be 1 ball, no strikes here to Tyler Tedeschi. Yeah, that one's hit up high, left field. It's drifting foul, and it's drifting out of play. No chance for that one to be caught, and it'll result in a 1-1 count. 1-1 to Tyler Tedeschi. Swing and a miss there for strike number 2. I want to say hi to Alex tuning in. He's claiming he's going to try and make it to Florida tomorrow. I don't know if he's still stuck in North Dakota or not, but thanks for your watching, Alex. And that is a low strike 3. That is strikeout number 1 of the season for Logan Sullivan. And with that strikeout, the Fargo Post 400 Stars now lead North Dakota American Legion AA in total strikeouts thrown on the season with 1. I was paid to say that. And that one will drift a little bit low for a ball. Chris Kluber, the batter, with 2 away. If Kluber can reach base, it'd be Braden Bennett on deck. And the 1-0 pitch is in for 2 balls and no strikes. And that pitch is outside for ball number 3. The scoreboard says 2-0. I'm pretty sure it's 3-0, but I guess we'll find out here. Yep, it was 3-0 because he just got walked. So runners on first and second now here. The tying run comes to, or gets on base at first, and Braden Bennett, the batter now here for the Seawolves. He's batter 9 in an 11-batter lineup. They have 1 designated hitter and 3 extra hitters on the lineup card here for the Seawolves. Wind up in the delivery, and it's in for a strike. Normally the comment would be like, I'd like to see the replay on that, but after last year seeing a bunch of replays, I realized that those umpires are getting it right 9 out of 10 times, so 0-1. And did that cross the plate? No, it did not. If it did, it was a little too low, and it's 1-1. Once again, the runners on. Gus Ackerman on second. Chris Kluber on first. Braden Bennett, the batter. Max Mendel, the left fielder, is on deck for the Seawolves. 2 away, 1 ball, 1 strike. And that one is hit up towards right field, and it will drift foul and out of play. So One ball, 2 strikes on the fouled away pitch to right field, and Sullivan will take a glance back at Ackerman on second. He'll deliver the pitch outside for ball 2. Strike, ball, fouled away, and a ball in that order on the 4 pitches so far here from Sullivan to Bennett. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners on. You got 2s across the board here for the Seawolves. And that one's hit into the gap in left center. It's going to drop for a base hit. Rounding third is Ackerman. He will come in and score. They'll hold the brakes on Kluber at third, and It will be an RBI double for Braden Bennett. (3-2) the score now, with the tying run on third. That's Kluber, and the go-ahead run in scoring position on second with Braden Bennett. That one catches the inside for a strike. 0-1 here to Max Mendel, the left fielder. Batter 10 in an 11 batter lineup. Mikey Raddick is on deck. If out number 3 does not occur, we'll see him next. 1 ball, 1 strike. The count now here to Mendel. Sullivan already on 35 pitches, according to my counts unofficially. And that one will just miss. 2 balls and a strike. Swing and a miss. Tried to cut one on the inside and paid the price. And it's 2-2, so you got 2s across the board once again. Runners on second and third with 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Sullivan will wind. 2-2 on the way, and it's low for a full count, ball 3. So our first payoff pitch of the season is on the horizon here. And he walked. Oh, he got him. So they'll leave 2 stranded on base as we go now to the middle of the second inning. Sullivan with his second strikeout of the evening. Seawolves get 1 of 3 back, but they still trail 3-2. We'll give them 1 more hit. They got that 2 hits that inning. Everything else looks right. And we'll be back in a moment here on the Magnitude Sports Network.
Doolittle's Wood-Fired Grill is an experience that ignites your senses, featuring wood-fired rotisserie cooking. Grilling meat over an open flame creates that savory wood-roasted flavor, while the rotisserie rotation results in juicy and succulent meats. Doolittle's even has an outdoor fire pit that creates a relaxing setting to wine and dine for any occasion. Visit DoolittlesRestaurants.com for a full menu or to make a reservation. Doolittle's Wood-Fired Grill, 2112 25th Street South in Fargo, or call ahead at 701-478-2200.
Buffalo Wild Wings win-win value lineup gives you and your friends more for less. With buy one, get one half off traditional wings every Tuesday. Buy one, get one free boneless wings every Thursday. And $3 tolls every day. Only at Buffalo Wild Wings.
All right, to the bottom of 2 we go. A strikeout swinging on Max Mendel brings up Jack Demers, Kobe Nissen, and Kobe Hansen. Kobe with a K and Kobe with a C, respectively, in that order. And the first pitch here to Demers is a strike. Jack Demers 2 for 8 lifetime on Magnitude, with both hits going to right field. That one's high. That'll be a ball. So now it's 1-2 here to Jack Demers. Once again, Kobe Nissen with a K is on deck, and Kobe Hansen with a C is to follow in the 8, 9, and 1 spots here for the Stars. And that one nicked him. He will go to first via hit by a pitch. Brings up Colby Nissen. Colby Nissen bats .500. He's 10 for 20 on Magnitude Sports Lifetime. And that includes a home run. He hit one to center field. I can't remember the opponent, but I believe it was at Starion Bank Field, if memory serves me correctly, after seeing probably close to 1,000 at-bats for the Post 400 Stars. I can't be expected to remember all of them. And he's safe at yes, he's safe at first. They got Demers out at second, but Nissen will reach on the fielder's choice as the Seawolves tried to turn the double play, but didn't succeed. And now we'll see Colby Hansen 0 for 1 as we return to the top of the order here for the Stars. He reached base on a throwing error by shortstop Owen Cassidy last time he was at the plate. And they will toss it back to first, try and get Nissen out. Hansen to the gap in left field, diving for it. Did he make the catch? I don't think so. No, he did not. Colby Nissen from first base slides in and scores. Now the throw up the third, and they got him. 2 away, but a run crosses the plate, and it's a 4-2 lead now here for the Fargo Post 400 Stars. Hansen will get credit for an RBI double, and then he will get thrown out at third. .25 on the throw out at third. Matt Bryant 0 for 0. He walked last time he was at the plate. That's a pass ball. Nobody on base to take advantage of that, and it'll be 2 balls and no strikes. .2-0 pitch, and he'll drift that one towards first, and it'll drift foul. 2-1. Two away and no runners on. Jackson Ammerman's the batter on deck if Bryant can reach base. And the pitch, and he'll foul that one straight back to the left of my over my left shoulder, and it'll be 2 balls and 2 strikes. My left shoulder is on the left side of home plate as you see it on your screen at home, or on your screen on your mobile device, wherever you may be watching from. Full count now at 3-2. And a payoff pitch coming up here from Matt Bryant. And it's high, and he'll walk. So now we have a runner on first, and the new batter will be Jackson Ammerman, who also walked last time he was at the plate. And that was the start of that 2-run bottom of the first. Or check that, 3-run bottom of the first. My apologies. Stars have 1 hit that resulted in a run so far in this game. And the pitch to Ammerman will not catch the corner like I thought it did, and it's ball 1. Swing and foul, and Looks like it maybe hit the trunk of a vehicle, but no shattered glass, so that's a good thing. But right into the parking lot, that one goes, and it'll be 1-1 as a result. Now 37 minutes into this ball game. Once again, there is a time limit of 2.5 hours. So if they reach the time limit, whoever's ahead will be the winner. And in the case of the game right before this one, don't remember the names of the teams playing, but it reached the time limit and it ended in an 8-8 tie. So there is possibility of a tie ball game here. We had a tie ball game last year between the Rutgers and the Post 400 Astros last year, and that game may be the very reason they got him out on the, they picked him off at first. That game may be the very reason they have a 2.5 hour time limit this year, because that game went 3 hours and 1 minute and ended in 6 innings. And I believe that one was a tie game, if I remember correctly as well. All right, let's wrap up inning number 2. Let's get ready for inning number 3. And it'll be Mikey Raddick along with Owen Cassidy and Ben Prince. Batters 11, 1, and 2 for the Seawolves. When we return after this, it's 4-2, Stars up 2 here on the Magnitude Sports Network. Be right back.
How does Popeye's chicken sandwich get so crunchy, juicy, and tasty? We make everything with love. Get it today and make your taste buds dance.
Love that chicken from Popeyes.
Cloudy and 23 for a majority of our viewers back home, but here in Vero Beach, it's mostly clear and 79 degrees. As the first pitch of the top of the third comes in for strike number 1 here to the batter, Mikey Raddick. Logan Sullivan still on the mound. He's now tossed 40 pitches. Make that 41, and it's in for strike 2. We'll see Owen Cassidy and Ben Prince this inning for sure. And now he'll get hit, and Raddick will go to first via hit by a pitch, and that'll bring up Owen Cassidy. Actually, no, this is Ben Prince. Let me double check the lineup card here. Supposed to be Owen Cassidy, but yeah, Raddick's on third, and then they skipped Cassidy and went to Prince. So we will do the same, I guess. I don't know if there's a rule on that like there is in North Dakota, but all right, so Ben Prince, 1 for 1. He doubled out into right field last time he was at the plate. 2 balls and no strikes now here to Ben Prince as we're all caught up with all the switches. And Javar Williams, the scheduled batter on deck. And the pitch, swing and a miss for a strike. 0-1, or 2-1, excuse me. And just a little high, and it's ball 3. And that one is punched up into left field, running after it, getting it on one hop, and then it got past him. Picking up is Jaroszewski as Nissen couldn't handle it, and the throw is cut off by Andre Work, and a run will score. It'll be Radek scoring, and Prince will end up on second base as a result. And it's now 4-3 here in the top of the third with nobody out. Javar Williams, the batter. Williams reached on a fielder's choice. Last time he was at the plate. And he'll swing that one foul right into the stands where some post 400 faithful are enjoying the game from. Javar Williams will be attending Wake Forest this coming school year, as he made the commitment this past couple months. And the pitch, and that one, I think it skipped off the dirt and then it hit him, I think. We'll see if the official agrees, and they're going to award him first base. So that puts 2 runners on now. Cole Taylor, the batter. 0 for 1 with a, he actually ended the inning last time he was up. See, line drive right into the glove of Matt Bryant, and it was an easy 6-4 double play to end the inning. And he got hit, so back-to-back batters hit by a pitch on back-to-back pitches. And now the bases are loaded for Luke Damaso. So Ben Prince on third, Javar Williams on second, Cole Taylor on first, and Luke Damaso 0 for 1 grounded out on a 6-4, and now we have a visit to the mound. This visit to the mound is brought to you by Popeyes. We'll be right back.
How does Popeye's chicken sandwich get so crunchy, juicy, and tasty? We make everything with love. Get it today and make your taste buds dance.
Love that chicken from Popeyes.
All right, so the officials changed their minds. Taylor was not hit by a pitch, so Damaso will go back on deck. Taylor will come back to the plate. I believe the count is 1-0. We will find out here if I'm right or wrong momentarily. It appears that it is 1-0, but we'll see if the official agrees with us here after this pitch. In theory, it'd be 2-0 if... Usually the umpire will only give the signal if the next pitch could change the result of the at-bat with either a walk or a strikeout. And there's a strike. It's a little low, but it's a called strike. And like I said, after a year of watching replays, usually those umpires get those calls right. So, but it did seem a little low. 2-1 the count. And the pitch. And that one's popped up. And there's a chance there for Matt Bryant to make the snag, and that's one gone. I want to say hi to Jim tuning in from Denver, North Carolina. He says, I've been waiting very long for some Fargo Post 400 baseball. Thank you so much for tuning in, Jim. And Jim, you are the 1,000th viewer. You have won a Fargo Post 400 care package. I'll be mailed to you with all new Fargo Post 400 gear stuff for you to enjoy. Hats, t-shirts, you name it. It's coming your way. I got word of that earlier. As a matter of fact, I just got a text message just now saying that I was to award that to the 1,000th viewer. Damaso grounded out on a 6-4 last time he was at the plate. 1-1 the count. And that pitch is a little bit low, and Damaso says, don't go anywhere, Prince. Stay on second. And it's 2 balls and a strike. Once again, the runner's on. Ben Prince on second. Javar Williams on first with Luke Damaso, the batter, and Gus Ackerman on deck. If you're just tuning in, the Seawolves are batting 11 in their lineup today. Sullivan still on the mound here for the Stars, and this is pitch number 57. Pitch number 57. And it's a strike. He thought he walked, but it's a full count. And it's a strike. So pitch 58, actually. So upcoming pitch is 59. I have him down unofficially for 35 balls and 23 strikes on those 58 pitches. And did he check his swing? He did, and he will move on to first. And that will load up the bases here for Gus Ackerman. He's 0 for 0. He walked last time he was at the plate. He'll face pitch number 60 from Sullivan. There's already been one visit to the mound for Fargo Post 400. If there's another visit, wouldn't surprise me if he might pull the strings on a new pitcher or not. As I look down, I don't see anybody warming up, so I do see some action. I think that might be some white jerseys down the right field line there, warming up in the bullpen, but can't quite say for sure. I want to rip towards that bullpen, and and it's foul for a strike. Now 50 minutes into the ball game here in a 4-3 contest. The Seawolves struck first with 1 run in the top of the first. The Stars responded with 3 runs in the bottom of the first. Both teams got a single run in the second, and so far Tabor has plated 1 here in the top of the third. And they have the bases loaded with 1 out, looking for more. And that one's going to be hit to right field. And it is good for the second out. And now the throw back home is not in time. And we have a tie ball game. So the sacrifice fly for Gus Ackerman now into right field will score Ben Prince and move Javar Williams up to third. And Damaso stays on first, so we got runners on the corners for Tyler Tedeschi, who will be going to NYU, and New York University this coming school year. And that pitch is in for ball 1, 1-0 here to Tedeschi, who struck out swinging last time he was at the plate. And that one is golf ball shot up to center field, and on the run, Jaroszewski makes the catch. And that takes care of business here in the top of the third. We go to the middle of the third, and it's a tie ball game at 4-4 as the Seawolves play 2 here in the top of the third. And with the flyout by Tedeschi to center field, that'll bring up for the Stars Jackson Ammerman, Chayton Sen, and Jake Jaroszewski. It's batters 3, 4, and 5. Perry Goodridge, if he stays on the mound, will toss pitch 39 when we return after this here on Magnitude Sports. Be right back.
Doolittle's Wood-Fired Grill is an experience that ignites your senses, featuring wood-fired rotisserie cooking. Grilling meat over an open flame creates that savory wood-roasted flavor, while the rotisserie rotation results in juicy and succulent meats. Doolittle's even has an outdoor fire pit that creates a relaxing setting to wine and dine for any occasion. Visit DoolittlesRestaurants.com for a full menu or to make a reservation. Doolittle's Wood-Fired Grill, 2112 25th Street South in Fargo, or call ahead at 701-478-2200.
Buffalo Wild Wings win-win value lineup gives you and your friends more for less. With buy one, get one half off traditional wings every Tuesday. Buy one, get one free boneless wings every Thursday. And $3 tolls every day. Only at Buffalo Wild Wings.
All right, welcome back. It's a 4-4 ball game here as we head to the bottom of the third. We got Jackson Ammerman who'll lead things off. He's 0 for 0 with a walk. And I'm going to take a quick glimpse here at the jersey number for the pitcher. See if they made a change or not. It's either Goodridge or London. I'll tell you. It's yeah, they did change it to London. It's number 34. No, it's number 1. Well, when I talked to the coach before the game, he said that he was going to pitch Goodridge and London. And so it's one of those two, I'll tell you that much. 2 balls and no strikes. So I just got confirmation that it is indeed a change to Mark London. All right, so that is a 4-pitch walk to Jackson Ammerman. It's the second time he's walked. And London starts off with 4 pitches and 4 balls. We're 55 minutes into the ball game now here in the bottom of the third in a 4-4 ball game. It's been a fun one so far. It's always nice to see some teams that you don't get to see on a regular basis during the regular season and get to see what those teams got and what kind of talent they have. And, of course, after this game, we wish the Seawolves the best of luck in their remaining games of the season. Seawolves from Marion, Massachusetts is where they're out of. Jackson Ammerman's the runner on first as they try and pick him off unsuccessfully. Chayton Sen, the batter, by the way, and that pitch will miss for a ball. So it's 1-1 to Chayton Sen. Sen walked last time he was at the plate. Jake Jaroszewski is on deck with nobody out. We'll see Sen and Jaroszewski for sure this inning. 1 ball, 1 strike here. And he'll reach for it as the pitch went to the outside and he paid the price. And it's now ball and 2 strikes. Strike, ball, strike in that order on 3 pitches so far here from London to Sen. We never did go around the bases here for the Seawolves, so we're going to do that the next opportunity. 1-2 the count. They'll try and pick him off, and he's safe. You got Cole Taylor at first, Ben Prince at second, Owen Cassidy the shortstop, Chris Kluber at third, Gus Ackerman behind the plate catching, Mark Lundy now on the mound. And then you got Max Mendel in left, Javar Williams in center, and Tyler Tedeschi in right. And that pitch will come in low for a ball. That'll even the count up at 2 apiece, 2-2. Strike ball, strike ball. If that pattern continues, it would suggest that the next pitch is a strike, but we'll see if that's the case or not. Nearing the 1 hour mark, 57 minutes, and the pitch is up high, and the snap throw up to first is not in time. It's a full count to Chayton Sen. And that one's popped up to center field. And there could be a play. Yes, there will be a play. And it'll be Javar Williams making the catch for out number 1 here in the bottom of the third. Jake Jaroszewski will go to center field as well. And that one will drop. And now the throw to second will be a little lob throw to second. He is safely there, and Jaroszewski's on with a single to shallow, about mid-center actually. So 2 runners on, first and second with 1 away. Andre Work scored the first run of the game in the bottom of the first on a sacrifice fly to center. His last time up. At that point, the Stars had tied the game at 1-1. They would go on to plate 2 more in the bottom of the first to take a 3-1 lead. Both teams score 1 in the second. Seawolves plate 2 in the top of the third, and now the Stars have 2 on here in the bottom of the third, and that one comes off the handle of the bat right where his hand is connected to the bat, and he'll have to shake that one off. That stings. Those pitches coming across the plate approximately in the mid-70s to low 80 mile per hour is my guess based upon eyeballing it without a gun, but even a 60 mile per hour pitch would sting if it hit the hands. So 1-1 the count officially here to Work. And he'll foul that one back into the netting for strike number 2. Gunnar Majerus is on deck. If no double plays happen, we'll see him next. And that one's hit up high right field, going deep, and the right fielder back at the warning track makes the catch. Back to first is Jaroszewski. Tagging on second is Ammerman. He'll advance to third. 2 away. Runners on the corners now for Gunnar Majerus. So Ammerman tags up. He moves to third. Jaroszewski stays put at first. You have runners on the corners in a 4-4 ball game with 2 away, and Gunnar Majerus 0 for 1. He would pop out towards the Seawolves dugout where catcher Gus Ackerman would make the grab last time he was at the plate. They try and pick off Jaroszewski, but they'll have to try again. Jack Demers is on deck if the Stars can keep this inning going. He'll check the runners and deliver, and that's fouled straight back, and that'll be strike 1. London now at 16 pitches and even 8-8 on the ball strike count. That one is a little low. 1-1 to Majerus. Once again, he popped out to the catcher in front of the Seawolves dugout right last time he was at the plate. Runners on, Jaroszewski on first, Ammerman on third. And the 1-1. And that will just miss the upper corner, ball 2. Strike zone usually from just above the knees to about chest, mid-chest level, right where the elbows meet, kind of right above the stomach area. It's usually where the strike zone is. Depending on how tall the batter is, the strike zone could vary a little bit. 2-1, runners on the corners and the pitch. And he will watch that one float to the outside for a third ball, and it's 3-1. And that one's a little low, and now we have bases full. 3 on, 2 out. And Jack Demers reached base via being hit by a pitch last time he was at the plate. We've crossed the 1 hour mark of the game. We're at 1 hour and 3 minutes officially now, according to my timer here. And Mark London on the mound with pitch 21 here to Jack Demers. And Demers will get a piece of that and foul it straight into the dirt for strike 1. Kind of skimmed the bottom of, or the top of the ball with the bottom of the bat there as he tried to send it off into right field there. And the pitch is caught the edge. Nice pitch there by London, and it's 0-2. The 0-2 pitch, and that one will be fouled away somewhere in that general area. Yeah, it was, like I said, in that general area. So remain 0-2. And that'll be a foul tip, and a caught foul tip and a strikeout. And that will take care of business here in the third as a Tommy's Express strikeout number 2 for the Seawolves and number 1 for Mark London. We'll take a break. We'll be back here with the top of the 4th in just a moment here on Magnitude Sports.
Looking for a new home? Make home happen this summer by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 98% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
How does Popeye's chicken sandwich get so crunchy, juicy, and tasty? We make everything with love. Get it today and make your taste buds dance.
Love that chicken from Popeyes.
All right, as we take a look at the schedule here, we got the Tabor Seawolves tonight. Tomorrow we'll have 2 more games. We'll have the Stars at 12 noon, 11 Central, against the Ontario Nationals. That could potentially be a good game. Those 2 teams played here at Vero Beach last year. Fargo Post 400 Stars, if memory serves me correctly, had an 8-0 lead in the 3rd or 4th inning. And Ontario would come back, and the 2 teams would battle. And I believe Ontario won like 18-16, if memory serves me correctly in that game. So, and then we'll get our first glimpse at the Fargo Post 400 Astros. 4 p.m. Eastern or 3 p.m. Central as they'll take on St. James. And we'll do as many Astros games as we can around the Stars schedule. We're not doing all the Astros games, but we won't be that mean. We'll get as many of the Astros games on as we possibly can. And then tomorrow night, Brad Anderson will have the play-by-play on the section quarterfinal basketball matchup between the Perham Yellow Jackets and the Barnesville Trojans. And then Tuesday, three more games. We'll have the semifinal round of the, at least I think we'll have the semifinal round of basketball. That was scheduled for Tuesday the 14th with all the weather back home. I'm not sure if they've rescheduled that one. I haven't heard. To the best of my knowledge, it's still going to be played on Tuesday. But one thing I can tell you for sure is the Stars will play at 1 p.m. Eastern. And the Astros will play at 4 p.m. Eastern, or noon and 3 Central Time, against Bradford. And I have no idea how to pronounce that, Dragon. So let's put it that way. Top of the 4th. Let's do it. And the first pitch is in for a ball. Chris Kluber, the batter, I believe. Let's double check the jersey number. And it is indeed Kluber. And it's now 1 ball, 1 strike to Kluber. So runs in every inning except the bottom of the 3rd. The bottom of the 3rd was the first time we did not see a team play to run in this game. Once again, there's a 2.5-hour time limit, and right now we're at 1 hour and 8 minutes in the top of the 4th. I'd say that we'd be on pace to probably finish a 7-inning game before that 2.5 hours hits, but if you have some wood nearby, knock on it, because you just never know. 2-2 the count. And that one is hit up foul towards right field, and it'll just drift out of play as Chayton Sen was giving chase, and then he ran out of real estate. Fouled away, and it'll remain 2-2 here to Chris Kluber. Want to welcome in any Tabor fans who may be watching. Did pass the information along to a coach and a couple parents who asked, so I'm assuming the coach and a couple parents may have shared it with more people. So if you are tuning in, we wish your team the best of luck in this contest. It's been a fun one so far, as that is a Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout for out number 1. So far, both teams have scored 4, and both teams have left 4 on base. 5 hits between the two teams combined, with Tabor getting the extra one getting the split on the half of that 5. And the 1-0 pitch comes in for a ball 2, I do believe. Braden Bennett is the batter. I believe it's 3-1 the count here. Bennett reached base on a double. That double scored the first run of the game for the Seawolves, and now he reaches base on a walk, and it brings up left fielder Max Mendel, who was 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time he was at the plate. Jim says he'd like to see the Stars hit a home run over the palm tree in right center, and that's exactly what he said last year when the Stars played on this field. It has yet to happen yet. A little bobbled ball, throw to second, and we'll see. Well, there's no official word on that, so I'm just going to go ahead and charge that as an error because they don't keep track of the errors on the scoreboard here. I want to say I had a Gotta Go driving school in Fargo. Thank you for hopping on and your support of Legion Baseball. Just got the text from, actually he told me earlier, and I was like, you never told me who it was, so. So I had to send another text and be like, who was it? And then I got the response. So thank you so much. I think I got your commercial in the archives. I'll dig it up and see if I can find it here. Showing bunt, pulls the bunt back, and now Demers will threaten the throw back to second, and Bennett will stay put. 2 runners on with 1 away and 1 ball, no strike here to Mikey Raddick. Owen Cassidy is on deck. I'll return us to the top of the order here for the Tabor Academy Seawolves. And the pitch, and that one fouled right back and would have been in my right hand if no net was there. 1-1. Time is called, and Raddick will step out of the box, and now he'll step back in. Two on, and now it's 3-1. Kobe Hansen is now pitching here for the Post 400 Stars. I didn't see who snuck over to third base. I'll try and get a glimpse here as soon as possible. And Hansen will toss a strike. Raddick thought he was walked. He thought the pitch was a little low, and that was not the case. And that is a strikeout for out number 2. That brings up Ben Prince now, as they must have taken Owen Cassidy out of the batting lineup, because it's the second time he's been skipped over now. And that pitch is a little bit low. See if we can get a glimpse at who's at third here. Oh, yeah, that's an easy one. He turned around. I didn't even have to zoom in on that. So I believe that is... See if I remember my Jackson Ammerman at third. Yep. So that means we have a new second baseman as well. And it's 1-1. See if we can find out who that is. And of course, it's number 6. Caleb Christensen into the game playing second base. So we'll go around the bases here again for the Stars in just a moment. 2 balls and a strike here to Ben Prince. He's 2 for 2. He had a double to right and a double to left on his 2 at-bats so far. And that one will miss for ball 3. 3 balls and a strike. So Andre Work still at first. Caleb Christensen into the game at second. Matt Bryant still at short. Jackson Ammerman over to third base. Kobe Hansen in at pitcher. And then Demers still catching. Your outfield hasn't changed. It's Nissen in left, Seton in right, and Jaroszewski in straightaway center. And the 3-1. And there's a strike. And I agree with that one. Apparently Ben Prince does not agree with it. Full count now here to Ben Prince. Javar Williams is the batter on deck with 2 away, and it is strikeout number 3. And that will take care of business. It's actually the 5th Tommy's Express Car Wash strikeout in the game. And we'll go to the middle of the 4th. It's the first for Colby Hansen. And now, after 3.5 innings of scoring, we've had 1 full inning of no scoring. So we'll see who breaks that pattern when we return after this with the bottom half of the 4th inning in just a moment here on the Magnitude Sports Network. Be right back. Stay tuned.
Sweet Shots is Fargo's premier golf entertainment destination. Sweet Shots will host your birthday, bachelorette party, corporate events, date nights, or a night out with friends and family. Need help with your golf game? Visit with one of Sweet Shots' PGA teaching pros. Hungry? They have a full food and beverage menu too. Try your shot in one of 60 climate control hitting suites or one of 5 indoor full swing simulators that include golf, hockey, hunting, football, soccer, and zombie dodgeball. Make the trip to 3400 James Way South in Fargo or visit sweetshots.com for much more.
All right, don't forget, you can follow us online on our social media big 4 there at Magnitude SN on YouTube, Magnitude SN on Twitter and Facebook, and Magnitude Sports on Instagram. Check out our website, magnitudesn.com. Click on that schedule, and you can get a glimpse of what's coming up here on Magnitude Sports. So after tonight, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 more post 400 games. We'll do all the Stars games, and we'll sneak in as many Astros games as we possibly can around the Stars schedule. Sometimes the Astros and Stars are playing at the same time on different fields, and at other times the Astros play too close to an ending of a Stars game. So we've only put the Astros games on that we know for sure we could absolutely get on. If I can sneak another Astros game on, I will. I can tell you that much. So, bottom of the 4th now here as we move on in this ball game. It's Colby Nissen. Reached on the fielder's choice last time he was at the plate. That pitch comes in a little high for a ball, and it's 1-0 here to Nissen. We'll see Colby Hansen and Matt Bryant this inning as well. It's batters 9, 1, and 2 in the lineup for the Stars. And a quick 2-0 count. Want to say hi to Brad. Just got a text from him saying he'd tune in, and he got a picture of the pool. What Brad doesn't know is that I played basketball in that pool earlier today. And fingers crossed that he didn't tune in until just now, after I said it. Popped up, and it's right over to the right side of our broadcast station here. That's good for a strike, and it's 2-1. And that one will land in the stands and take a nice second hop, too. Two and two now after the fouled away pitch, so pair of balls and a pair of fouled away pitches for that 2-2 count. We're at 1 hour and 20 in this ball game now, knotted up at 4 apiece. No scoring since the top of the 3rd. That one came in and struck him out. That was a tough one for Nissen to take. It looked like it was coming up in and high, and at the last moment the pitch broke and hit the edge of the plate for a strike, and that's a nice toss there by, I believe it's London on the mound. According to my lineup card, he's supposed to be wearing jersey number 34. He's wearing jersey 1, but I did get confirmation that number 1 is indeed Mark London. So that pitch comes in for a strike. Colby Hansen 1 for 2, and now he's going to be 2 for 3. As he will make his way up to first on a grounder into shallow center. Prior to that, he reached base on an error, and then he had a double to left field. So now he has a double and a single. And that brings up Matt Bryant. Oh for 0 to the plate twice. He's been walked both times. And the pitch. And now they'll throw it up to second on the hop. Did they get him? I think he did. No, they did not. The umpire says he was safe. So he'll take second on the steal. Pitch comes across as a ball, I believe. We'll change it if that's not the case, but I believe it's 1-0 here to Matt Bryant. Jackson Ammerman is on deck, and Matt Bryant swings, and that one is going right over there. Kids will go grab that one. So that result in a 1-1 count now. Time was called before the pitch. Or did they call a balk? They might have called a balk because Hansen's now on third. That's one of the more emphatic balk calls I've seen by an umpire. Usually an umpire gets that energetic when he calls somebody out, but and a quick chit-chat here between Ackerman and London. So Hansen moves to third on the balk. Matt Bryant now no balls and 1 strike, or is it 1 ball and 1 strike? We'll see what the umpire says. Scoreboard shows 0-1. I have 1-1. So we'll see if the umpire can confirm that for us. He will not at the moment, but that one is sent to left field. Does it stay fair is the question. It does not. It'll take a hop over the fence, and if it wasn't 1-1 before, it is now. Or if it wasn't 1-2, it's still 0-2. We'll take the ball off the board. And there's a strikeout. Got him looking. And that is a Tommy's Express Car Wash strikeout number 4 for the Seawolves. Brings up Jackson Ammerman 0 for 0 for a walk. Bottom of the 4th, brought to you by Gotta Go Driving School in Fargo. You know, a 4-4 ball game. And a nice block there by Ackerman. Had that one gotten through, the Stars may have had the lead. So ball. And that one's high. That's an easy ball, too. .35 pitches unofficially for London now. 16-19 in favor of strikes on the split. Hour and 25 minutes into a 2.5-hour time limit. So that means we have approximately 1 hour remaining of this game, or 7 innings, whichever comes first. 2-1. And that one's a little high, at least it appeared to be high to me, and they will indeed go with ball 3. Hansen 90 feet away from giving the Stars a 5-4 lead. We'll see if Ammerman can bat him in or not. He'll not, but he will reach a base, and that'll put runners on the corners. Brings up Chayton Sen 0 for 1. He walked his first time, flied out to center field on his most recent trip to the plate. Wasn't sure what to expect from Tabor. I watched their JV team play against the Alaska Gamers, and the JV team dominated against the Gamers. They won in 5 innings by the score of 19-9. It was actually the Gamers who scored first, and then the Seawolves would come back in the next 2 innings and take the lead, and then in the top of the 4th, they would plate a total of 10. of a rundown now here between first and second. And back to third, and he is out at third. Don't think Coach Fichtner agrees with that one. Actually, is that Fichtner at third? It might not be. Whoever the third base coach is, I don't think he agrees with it, but it doesn't matter if he agrees with it or not because that's the end of the fourth inning. Still tied at 4. And we'll be back in a moment here on the Magnitude Sports Network. We'll be right back.
How does Popeye's chicken sandwich get so crunchy, juicy, and tasty? We make everything with love. Get it today and make your taste buds dance.
Love that chicken from Popeyes.
All right, they're playing The Heat Is On, but in all honesty, the heat is off down here in Vero Beach, Florida, and that's an awesome thing. And they wish the heat was on back home in Fargo, I bet, D'Lo. I bet that's an accurate statement to make. It's been a while since I've heard this song. I kind of like it. I know YouTube hates it, so I can't allow you to hear it back at home. I can just tell you what's playing. We'll put it that way. Got to the wrong inning there, so we'll get to the top of the 5th. Javar Williams, the batter, by the way. He's already up to 2 balls, no strike count. 0 for 1, reached on a fielder's choice to shallow left, and then he would be hit by a pitch on his most recent trip to the plate. It is now, let's see here, I had him at 2 balls, no strikes, and I think it's 3, but I can't quite see. We'll go with 3 and hope I'm right. There's a strike. And every time that a Seawolves batter thinks he's earned himself a walk, the referee calls a strike. I don't know if that's part of the referee's game plan or not, but he gets a walk there. Or at least it seems like every time that's the case. Cole Taylor now, 0 for 2, line drive to end the inning to Matt Bryant on a 6-4 double play, and then he would fly out to Matt Bryant as well. And a few Stars fans not liking that call at first. They thought that he was out, and the official said no. They'll try again. Still no pitches officially here to Cole Taylor. And that one's going deep, and he couldn't quite make the grab there. He dived for it, and they're going to send Williams around, and he will score, and he'll give the Tabor Academy Seawolves the lead at 5-4. Jim, to answer your question, where they get the pitching for 10 games, it's not 10 Stars games, so that helps. I think it's 5 and 5. I'm not sure if he made the catch or not. It got behind the dugout there, and I guess I'll have to wait and see if they put an out up on the board or not. And they did indeed put an out on the board, so it looks like he did catch it. So that'll be a pop out to shallow right behind the dugout and the camera. And it's Luke DeMasso. 0 for 1, ground out to short and a walk. That pitch is in for a strike. 0-1. And that one cranked foul, and if that was a wooden bat, it may have been a broken bat, fouled away pitch. It certainly looked like it bended that metal bat a little bit, but 0-2, and that one is fouled away. I didn't even see where it went. But it's gone. It's remains 0-2. That one hit to right field, and that one will land for a base hit. An RBI single for Luke DeMasso, scoring Williams from third. Gus Ackerman, the batter now. 1 hour and 34 minutes time of the ball game. Oh, they made some changes here. Tyler Tedeschi is the batter. So they skipped ahead 1. They originally started this game with 11 batters. I have a suspicion that they've dwindled it down to 9 now. Possibly taking out Owen Cassidy for sure, and now possibly taking out Gus Ackerman. And the throw back over, and he would not apply the tag in time, and that one will hit him. And now runners on first and second with 1 away. Chris Kluber, 0 for 1, walk and struck out swinging on his 2 trips to the plate so far. And now I think that's Coach Fichtner. He'll make a trip to the mound here. We'll see here. Camera went a little faster than I wanted it to, and it is indeed who I thought it was. So the visit to the mound will come to a conclusion. Colby Hansen stays on. I currently got him down for 18 pitches, 8 balls and 10 strikes, unofficially, according to my numbers. Once again, the runners on first and second. Luke DeMasso on second. Tyler Tedeschi on first. Chris Kluber, the batter. Braden Bennett on deck. If no double plays happen, we'll see Bennett next. Kluber once again is 0 for 1 with a walk and a strikeout. And the pitch, and that one in for a strike. And it's 0-1 here to Kluber. That is low and in. That is no question on that one. That is ball one. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out with 2 runners on. And that one goes into the dirt, blocked by Demers, and ball 2. 2 balls and a strike with 1 away. Total of 10 runs scored on 7 hits in this game. One error per team and 11 runners left on base. That pitch came inside, and he must have checked his swing in time, and it's 3-1. No airplanes over the field in this game like there were last year. I think we had a counter on the airplanes at like 12 or 13 during that game they had on this field last year. He'll walk them. Now load up the bases here for Tabor. And the Tabor Academy Seawolves will have a chance to do some big things here with Braden Bennett, who's 1 for 1 with a double and a walk. And there's a strike. Bennett, his double over into the left center gap. And I believe that double scored a run, if memory serves me correctly. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Bases loaded. Braden Bennett, the batter. Hansen will wind and deliver. That one hit right over towards Christensen. He'll pick it up, throw it over to first, and that is 1 more out. So run will score, and they'll get 2 outs. They'll trade the run for the out, and that will bring up Max Mendel, left fielder for the Seawolves. So runners on second and third with 2 away now. And a 6-4 lead on the Sean Carlson Town and Country Credit Union scoreboard. Throw home in the tag, and he's safe at home. And now it's 7-4 on the Sean Carlson Town and Country Credit Union scoreboard. Actually, I think I hit the wrong button there. I need to take a run away. All right, hang on. It is 7-4. There we go. Now we're ready to go. It is 7-4. No balls and 1 strike. Let's see who's batting. Looks like Jack Demers is shaking up a little bit here. As Coach Fickner will walk up and have a chat with him really quick. It is indeed 8-4. They're just delayed on putting the run up on the scoreboard. So it is indeed 8-4. And we'll take a timeout here as they check up on Demers. We'll be back in a moment here on the Magnitude Sports Network.
Buying, selling, or leasing commercial real estate or farmland in the Fargo, Moorhead, and surrounding area? From office to retail, industrial to multifamily, commercial land to farmland. As the #1 commercial, sales, and leasing brokerage in the FM region, Goldmark Commercial has the experience and skills to handle all of your commercial real estate and farmland needs with the highest levels of customer service and marketing around. Trust the experts at Goldmark Commercial Real Estate to lead your team to success.
Sweet Shots is Fargo's premier golf entertainment destination. Sweet Shots will host your birthday, bachelorette party, corporate events, date nights, or a night out with friends and family. Need help with your golf game? Visit with one of Sweet Shots' PGA teaching pros. Hungry? They have a full food and beverage menu too. Try your shot in one of 60 climate control hitting suites or one of 5 indoor full swing simulators that include golf, hockey, hunting, football, soccer, and zombie dodgeball. Make the trip to 3400 James Way South in Fargo or visit sweetshots.com for much more.
Tonight, I'll be eating chicken tikka masala with garlic naan. Cheers.
I win again. Patrick.
That's Sir Patrick.
Ooh, sir. Tonight, I'll be eating roasted cauliflower tacos with spicy chipotle sauce. Thank you. Oh! Yeah! I wasn't ready!
You want cheese to go with that wine?
All right, so Jack Demers is, I'm not exactly sure what the extent of his injury is, but he is out of the game, and we have a new catcher in. Let's see here. Let me take a look at my roster. It kind of looks like 24, but I don't have 24 on my roster. Be number 4 or number 2. Nope, that's not it either. We'll find out for you here. I'll just send a text message and I'll get an answer, and then we'll find out for you here who's playing catcher in a moment. It's number 14, so I knew there was a 4 in there somewhere. It's Caden Newharth. And a couple pitches later, it's 2 balls and a strike. And I believe it's Max Mendel, the batter here. 0 for 2, struck out and reached base on an error. Now he makes his 3rd appearance at the plate and takes a strike there to even up the count at 2 apiece. Ball strike, ball strike. I know Post 400 is keeping track of the speed of the pitches, but I don't have any technology to tell you what those are on pitch by pitch. Well, I'll try and work that out for you. That one popped up, and that one is going to go up into the trees and probably stay in the tree. Two away, Max Mendel is the batter. Runners on. Tyler Tedeschi on third. Chris Kluber on second. Actually, he's not on second. He is, and now it's 9-4. No, the run will not count. The out came at first, and that will do it for the top half of 5. 4 runs in the top of the 5th to break the 4-4 tie. Scoring 4 to take a 4-point lead at 8-4 here on the Sean Carlson Town and Country Credit Union scoreboard. We'll see how the Stars respond in the bottom half of the inning when we return after this here on Magnitude Sports. Be right back.
Buffalo Wild Wings win-win value lineup gives you and your friends more for less. With buy one, get one half off traditional wings every Tuesday. Buy one, get one free boneless wings every Thursday. And $3 tolls every day. Only at Buffalo Wild Wings.
All right. From the top to the bottom of the 5th, the Seawolves get 4 in the top half of the inning to take a 4-point lead at 8-4, and now we'll see if the Stars can get any of those 4 back, if not all 4 of the 4 back. Want to say hi to Jim and Stacy. They're watching from Conroe, Texas, if I said that right. They are cheering on Colby Hansen, who's currently on the mound. For the Stars, when the Stars are in the outfield, so so now we have number 34, which according to my roster here is Mark London, so we'll just keep him in on the pitcher position on our card because that's who I was under the impression was on the mound all along. We'll just say that he changed jersey numbers, so that pitch is inside and nearly grazed his white pair of pants. 1 ball and no strikes to Chayton Sen. 0 for 1 with a walk and a fly out. Now a blast to left field for a single. So that's another hit and a runner on, and now we'll see Jake Jaroszewski. Jaroszewski 1 for 2 in this game. He struck out the first time up, and then he hit a ground ball single to center field on his second plate appearance. As we approach the 2-hour mark, we're at 1 hour 51 right now. And that pitch will miss for a ball. 1-0 here to Jaroszewski. And Andre Work is on deck with nobody out, and the runner on base, Chayton Sen. It's batters 5 and 6 for sure, maybe batter 7 in this inning if we can get that far into the lineup. London will take a stare at Chayton Sen on first, and now he'll set. And time is called, I believe, by Jaroszewski right as London was winding up for the pitch. So 1-0 the count And that one drilled right up. It comes off the glove. They got one, and they will not get number 2. So 1 out. They get sent out at second. Jaroszewski will reach on a fielder's choice. That brings up Andre Work. 1 away now. 0 for 1. Andre Work sent one to center field that scored a run on a sac fly, and then he would fly out to right center to Tedeschi. And that pitch will come outside, and it'll be good for a ball. 1-0 here to Andre Work. Gunnar Majerus moves into the on-deck circle here for the Stars with 1 away. We'll see him if no double plays occur. Wind in the delivery, and that one is inside for ball 2. And that one's popped up. Will it stay fair? Will it stay in the area of play is what I intended to say, and then the answer is no, with a capital N. Once again, the bottom half of the inning brought to you by Gonago Driving School in Fargo. Fouled away, that's 45 for London now. It's 22-23 in favor of strikes on the ball strike split, and now we'll see what happens on pitch 46 here. It's outside for a ball. So I'll even up the count at 23-23 on 46 pitches. And a full count at 3-2, a payoff pitch coming up here for London. And he got it. But it was not 3-2. The scoreboard in the outfield said 3-2, so I matched ours to match that, and it's got to be 3-2 now, I would presume. The strike zone is large, but it's consistent for both teams. So that is a Tommy's Express Car Wash strikeout number 5 for the Seawolves. I believe it's the second for London. So Work will strike out and be out number 2. That pitch to Gunnar Majerus comes across for a ball. It's 1-0, or maybe you hang on a second. There's no pitch, actually. It was a pickoff attempt at first on Jaroszewski, the man standing on base there. And that one's ripped to right, and it will go foul deep on the right side of the seats there in right field. 336 down the right field line and 337 down the left field line, and straightaway center appears to be 385. There's a strike. But Jairus 0 for 1, he walked, and then he would also, or actually he flied out first and then he walked. That pitch is outside, and I'll even the things up at 1-1. Two and one now here to Gunnar Majerus. Not Jack Demers. He's out, or at least I think. Caden Newarth would potentially be on deck. I'll get confirmation on that here in a moment. And it is indeed Newarth as the pitch comes across for ball 3. Once again, the scoreboard says 3-2, and my counts say 3-1. And the umpire says 3-2, so we'll add another strike on our ball strike counter there. 2 away, runner on, runner goes, swing, and it's caught by Cole Taylor, and he'll step on the bag and toss the ball back to the pitcher's mound, and that'll end the inning. They strand 1 on base, and they score none. And we have 5 complete now here at the Jackie Robinson Training Complex at Holman Stadium here in Vero Beach, Florida. And the Stars trail by 4, 8-4, and the Seawolves up to bat when we return after this here on the Magnitude Sports Network. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Doolittle's Wood-Fired Grill is an experience that ignites your senses, featuring wood-fired rotisserie cooking. Grilling meat over an open flame creates that savory wood-roasted flavor, while the rotisserie rotation results in juicy and succulent meats. Doolittle's even has an outdoor fire pit that creates a relaxing setting to wine and dine for any occasion. Visit DoolittlesRestaurants.com for a full menu or to make a reservation. Doolittle's Wood-Fire Grill, 2112 25th Street South in Fargo, or call ahead at 701-478-2200.
Now batting, number 5.
Nice seats. $50 though?
Hey, this dude got his seat for only $20 on Game Time.
Whoa.
Game Time tracks ticket prices in real time and finds you all the best last-minute deals, so you can get tickets for up to 60% off.
60% off?
Mystical ballpark voice?
Yeah.
That guy freaks me out.
Download Game Time now. Come on, do it.
All right, we head to the top of 6 with the Tabor Academy Seawolves up 8-4 as they doubled up here on the Fargo Post 400 Stars. If you're just joining us, the Seawolves scored 1 in the top of the first. The Stars responded with 3 in the bottom of the first to take a 3-1 lead. Both teams scored 1 run each in the second, and at the end of 2, it'd be 4-2 in favor of the Stars. Tabor would respond with 2 of their own in the top of the third to tie the game at 4. No runs for Post 400 in the bottom of the third. No runs for either team in the fourth. And then 4 plated in the top of the fifth for the Seawolves. And none for the Stars in the bottom of the fifth. And now we go to the top of the sixth, and you know the story from there. So runs in every inning but the fourth for the Seawolves, and runs in just the first and second inning so far here for the Stars. Looks like, do we have a new pitcher? Yes, we do. We have a new pitcher on the mound, and that is going to be Ashton Renas will make his debut on the mound here for the Post 400 Stars. Played for the Astros last year and did a really good job, and now he gets his crack on the Stars roster. They've remodeled this from last year. Last year, this area that we're in right now was actually under construction, and we actually sat in it. we were about maybe 4 feet in front of where we're at now. And I got a sunburn, but today, no sunburn at all. There's a nice little overhang over the top of us here. It's nice and cool and shady. There's a bouncer right over towards Matt Bryant. He'll scoop it up, throw it over, and that's a 6-3 ground out. This is Ben Prince. 2 for 3, a pair of doubles, 1 to right field, 1 to left field. Then he struck out on his most recent trip to the plate. And that one's low and in for a ball, 1-0. And that one's a chopper right back to Renas. He'll pick it up, and it's back-to-back outs. 2 up, 2 down on 2 pitches here for the Stars. And if you're the Stars coach, you couldn't ask for anything better than that. 2 up, 2 down. The only thing you could ask for that's better would be 3 up, 3 down on 3 pitches. And we'll see if Arenas can do that. And he cannot, but he will deliver a strike on that pitch. And Javar Williams, the batter, reached on a fielder's choice, then he was hit by a pitch, and then he walked. So he's reached base on all 3 plate appearances today in one fashion or another. He's reached base on three occasions in 3 different ways. Fielder's choice, hit by a pitch, and a walk. And the 0-2 pitch is going to miss low for ball 1. Javar Williams, the batter, with 2 away. If he can reach base, it'd be Cole Taylor who'd step up to the plate next. And here's the rip, and it's fouled. And after a competition on who's going to get that ball in the backstop, we return to action, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Javar Williams. That's 8 pitches for Arenas now. 5 of them have come across the plate as a strike. And the 2-2 is down low and in for ball 3, and a full count here. Arenas, the 3rd pitcher of the evening here for the Post 400 Stars. 2-2, swung on, a little chopper, high chopper. Christensen has it, and it's scooped at first for the out by Andre Urk. And that will take care of business here in the top of the 6th. It's 3 up and 3 down for the Seawolves, and now the Stars will have another crack at it. We're at 2 hours and 4 minutes. We have 1.5 innings to play, and they have 26 minutes to play those 1.5 innings. And we'll see which one happens first when we return after this here on the Magnitude Sports Network. Be right back.
Looking for a new home? Make home happen this summer by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 98% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Now batting, number 5.
Nice seats. $50 though.
Hey, this dude got his seat for only $20 on Game Time.
Whoa.
Game Time tracks ticket prices in real time and finds you all the best last-minute deals, so you can get tickets for up to 60% off.
60% off?
Mystical ballpark voice?
Yeah.
That guy freaks me out.
Download Game Time now. Come on, do it.
Buffalo Wild Wings win-win value lineup gives you and your friends more for less. With buy one, get one half off traditional wings every Tuesday. Buy one, get one free boneless wings every Thursday. And $3 tolls every day. Only at Buffalo Wild Wings.
All right, welcome back. We move to the bottom of the 6th inning here. A big 4-run top of the 5th for the Tabor Academy Seawolves. Outside of that, top of the 5th, this was a pretty back-and-forth game with a couple of lead changes and a couple of ties, and now Tabor has scored 4 unanswered. And we'll see if the Stars can answer here, and that will result in a trip to first base. Caden Neuarth taking the place of Jack Demers in the 8th spot in the lineup due to the Demers injury and the catcher position there. Hopefully he's okay. Haven't gotten an update on that yet, but Neuarth will reach via hit by pitch Colby Nissen, the batter now. And we'll have a courtesy runner for Newarth on first, and coming in to take over the running responsibilities is Colby Nissen. So Colby, hang on a second. Demarian Semenko, apparently not wearing the jersey number that I have him for in my number 10. It looked like he was wearing number 7 out there, but okay, Demarian Semenko will take over the running responsibilities on first. And a swing and a miss there for, okay, hang on. Okay, so I had it right the first time. Let's undo this. Colby Nissen's running and Demarian Semenko is batting. So there we go. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes to Semenko. Semenko, let's take a look here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. He's 5 for 11 lifetime on Magnitude Sports. And that one will tip off the glove. Colby Nissen will take off for second, and he'll make it in no problem at all. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes to Demarian Semenko. Most of his hits go to left field. He did have 1 to center field, and he had a couple of hits to left field that came that close from being a home run. If he gets a good pitch, he can bang it out there pretty far. 2-2 the count. And he'll take the swing and pay the price on that one. And that's something that he had trouble with last year. He's a very aggressive hitter, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but he likes to take chances on a 2-strike count, and he sometimes pays the price on that like he did there. And this is ripped down to right field fair. Nissen into third. He rounds third, but then he puts on the brakes. Ashton Renas with the hit out into right field. Nissen moves to third. And Matt Bryant, the batter now, and he'll take the first pitch for a strike. It's 0-1. Bryant 0 for 1 with a pair of walks and a strikeout in that order. And now Mark London has tossed 61 pitches. This will be pitch number 62 unofficially, and that pitch is going to hit the corner for a strike. So the Stars down 4 with 2 runners on the corners, with one of them 90 feet away from trimming the lead down from a 4 to a 3-run deficit. We're 2 hours and 10 minutes, and based upon what I was told, that means we have 20 minutes remaining of this game, unless they can finish it in 20. We'll see if what I was told is correct in about 20 minutes from now. There's a swing and a miss, and a strikeout. It is a Tommy's Express Car Wash strikeout number 7 for the Seawolves, and they'll send Matt Bryant back to the dugout. And now we'll get a look at Jackson. No, check that. It is indeed Jackson Amarant. And he'll take a strike. Runners on the corners now. And the 0-1 pitch, and he'll foul that one back for strike 2. Chayton Sen on deck with 2 away. If Ammerman can reach base, we'll see him next. And that one's outside. Nice dive to the right by Ackerman. Otherwise, Nissen may have had an opportunity. One and two the count now here to Ammerman. And there's a strikeout. And that will take care of business here in the top of the 7th. They'll leave 2 stranded on base. I'm sorry, we moved to the top of the 7th. They'll take care of business here in the 6th. So transition from hoops to baseball seems to be going very well, Mike. Well, it was up until that last comment. So thank you very much, Jim. 8-4, the Seawolves have the lead here on the Sean Carlson Town and Country Credit Union scoreboard. Taylor, Damaso, and Ackerman are the scheduled batters, pending changes 4, 5, and 6 when we return after this here on Magnitude Sports. Be right back.
Sweet Shots is Fargo's premier golf entertainment destination. Sweet Shots will host your birthday, bachelorette party, corporate events, date nights, or a night out with friends and family. Need help with your golf game? Visit with one of Sweet Shots' PGA teaching pros. Hungry? They have a full food and beverage menu too. Try your shot in one of 60 climate control hitting suites or one of 5 indoor full swing simulators that include golf, hockey, hunting, football, soccer, and zombie dodgeball. Make the trip to 3400 James Way South in Fargo or visit sweetshots.com for much more.
Tonight, I'll be eating chicken tikka masala with garlic naan. Cheers.
I win again. Patrick.
That's Sir Patrick.
Ooh, sir. Tonight, I'll be eating roasted cauliflower tacos with spicy chipotle sauce. Thank you. Oh! I wasn't ready!
You want cheese to go with that wine?
All right, top of the 7th, Seawolves with 4 runs of insurance. We'll see if they can add more to that here, and then it'll be all up to the Stars in the bottom half of the inning. Renas got out 3 batters on 3. Well, let me try that again. Renas got 3 up, 3 down on the Seawolves in the top half of the 6. And if he could do something similar to that here, that would be great, but it's not going to happen as he'll hit that one to the wall in right center. And he's going to round first. That's Cole Taylor. He's going to try for the triple, and he's going to get in there. They'll put the brakes on there, and Cole Taylor looks back at his dugout, and his dugout gives him some applause and thumbs up, and that was a nice hit and a nice run by Cole Taylor, who was 0 for 3 prior to that hit to right center field. So Taylor with a triple to the wall in right center, and that brings up Luke Damaso. Damaso 1 for 2, grounded out to the shortstop. Then he was walked, and then he hit a single to right field his last time up. And a strike, 1-1 the count here to Damaso. Gus Ackerman and Tyler Tedeschi are the scheduled batters. we'll see them next pending changes here. Looks like Ackerman is indeed on deck. And it's now 2-1 here to Damaso. And that one is, ooh, a couple of his teammates had to duck out of the way of that one as it was drilled right into his own team's dugout. 2-2 now here as we reach 8:32 local time back in Fargo. I guess local time's not the term to use here. Local time here is 9:32. He'll walk him, and that'll put him on first. Gus Ackerman, the batter now. He was skipped last time through the batting order, but he's back now. He bats the number 6 spot. And what started as an 11 batter lineup, and I think dwindled down to at least 10. Last time around it was 9, and now I think it might possibly be back up to 10. We'll see here as the players continue to come up to bat. Two balls and no strikes. So after a 1-2-3 inning in the top of the 6th, now there's runners on the corners with nobody out here in the top of the 7th, and that could not be the best of news for the Stars. We'll see if they can recover and get themselves out of this jam. Being down 4, they're going to need a big inning. They're going to need an inning similar to the bottom of the 1st where they scored 3, but they'll need at least one more than that to tie it up, assuming they can get out of this inning with the score remaining what it is. And there's a strike. 2-1 or 3-1. We'll see if the umpire gives us any clarification on that. Looks like time is called. Umpire asking the Tabor Academy coach to pick something up off the grass. Swing and a miss. Now the throw up to first didn't get him, but Andre Work had to take a step forward, and had Neuarth gotten that pitch, gotten that throw up there a little bit quicker, he may have been able to tag him out. But that's a what if of the history in the history books now. And left center, and the catch is made, and now the throw coming into home will not be in time. So it'll be a sac fly for Gus Ackerman. They'll take the runner off third with the run scoring. It's now 9-4. And Tabor up by 5. Ooh, and now they caught him between first and second. And they will get him. He's out. That's out number 2. That takes the runners off base. And you go from no outs to 2 outs on 1 pitch is not a bad scenario, but 1 run did slip through there in that 1 pitch. Yeah. Tyler Tedeschi is the batter. 1-0 here to Tedeschi, who's 0 for 2. And that one comes in for a strike, 1-1. He struck out and then he grounded out to, actually I think he flied out to right center, and then he was hit by a pitch. 1-1 here with 2 away in the top of the 7th. We'll see if Renus can get his team back into the batter's box with a 9-4 score, and we'll see if the Post 400 Stars can get an early jump and start to chip away at the deficit. It's not going to be easy. And swing and a miss. The pitching from Renas has looked really good, to be 100% honest. From what I've seen since he came in the top of the 5th. Or no, I take that back. He came in the top of the 6th. And on the run, he couldn't make the grab. He had it in his glove, and then it fell out. And they're going to call that foul. Or are they, let's see here. Chris Kluber is the batter, so let's see here. Trying to figure out what happened here because that hit went to left field. He had it in his glove, and then they dropped it, and then I thought he called it foul, but now there's only one runner on base on second. And the batter is no longer Kluber. It's somebody else. I'll have to get a glimpse at the jersey number here. It's high for a ball, and it's 1-0, 2-0 to the batter of unknown. Oh, maybe it is Kluber, actually. Let's see. So now they got whoever number 1 is on deck. And it is indeed Kluber. Okay. Well, maybe, okay, so I'm seeing what the differences are here between my scorebook and what's on the scoreboard there. There's an extra out. And so maybe the umpire called it out, but when we zoomed in on the camera into left field, he dropped the ball. So maybe the home plate umpire saw something that our camera didn't and awarded the out anyway. That's the only thing that seems to make sense based upon the stats I have and the stats I see out on the scoreboard. So it wouldn't be the first time that an umpire has missed a call in the outfield on Magnitude Sports. I'll just leave it at that. That's close. That's going to be close. No, he got back just in the nick of time. I think it's 3-0. And the scoreboard out in the outfield is totally, yeah, no, it was totally right. Totally right. First and second. Braden Bennett, we're back on track now, folks. 2 hours, 25 minutes. So in theory, this game ends in 5 minutes. Now, there are in some time limit rule scenarios where they allow the current inning to finish before they call the game. But if that were the case, then Two balls and no strikes to Braden Bennett. He's 1 for 2 with a double, walk, and a ground out. And they keep trying to get Damaso on second. And on a couple of occasions, they've gotten close. The rest of the time, there was no question that Damaso got back in time. Luke Damaso on second. Chris Kluber, the runner, on first. The batter is Braden Bennett. 2 hours and 27 minutes, according to my timer, which is going to be very close. Within a minute or two, I would think of whoever else is keeping time. And there's a walk. That'll load the bases. So Renus now needs to get out of a bases loaded jam. The Stars scoring all 4 of their runs in the first 2 innings. They have not scored since that lone run in the bottom of the second. Pitch is in for a strike. Max Mendel, the batter, with the bases loaded. He got Damaso on third, Kluber on second, and Bennett on first for the Seawolves. And that one's going to bounce away, and that's going to allow Damaso to come in. And Kluber is tempted to round third, but he'll trot back and (10-4). Here on the Sean Carlson Town and Country Credit Union scoreboard. Swing and a miss for strike 2. So 1 more strike for Renus, and he can get his team out of this trailing by 6. It's a big hill to climb. They can do it. They have the talent. They have the bats. The question is does Tabor have the pitching to prevent those bats from coming active? And so far, the answer has been yes. Two-two. Into the dirt, and it's 3-2. And that one dived and stopped by Matt Bryant, but he wasn't able to get up and do anything with it. And that's going to allow another run to come in, and now it's a 7-run deficit for the Stars. And we'll have a visit to the mound. We'll take a quick timeout during this visit. We'll be back in a moment.
Buffalo Wild Wings win-win value lineup gives you and your friends more for less. With buy one, get one half off traditional wings every Tuesday. Buy one, get one free boneless wings every Thursday. And $3 tolls every day. Only at Buffalo Wild Wings.
All right, visit to the mound is complete. 11-4, Seawolves with the lead. And that one's fouled back, and it'll be a 0-1 count. Mikey Raddick is the batter. That one, another diver past Bryant into left center field. And that'll be another base hit here for Tabor, and another run will score, and it's now 12-4. And we've now hit 2 hours and 33 minutes, so I believe we'll see if they end it at the end of this half inning or if they'll allow the full inning to complete. But I was told the time limit was 2 hours 30, and according to my timer, we're at 2 hour 33, so. That one's hit towards third. Ammerman picks it up, steps on the bag. That's all they need, and that will take care of business here in the top of the 7th inning. A damaging inning for the Stars as the Seawolves duplicate their top of the 5th performance by scoring 4 more, and they now take an 8-run lead at 12-4. And the Stars, if they're, it looks like they will be allowed to play the bottom of the 7th, so they'll need 8 in order to tie this game. It won't go into the 8th inning because of time limit purposes. So they will need 8 to end the game in a tie, or 9 or more to end the game in a win, or 7 or less to end the game in a loss. And now that you know all the obvious math there, we'll take a break and we'll be back in a moment here on Magnitude Sports.
Sweet Shots is Fargo's premier golf entertainment destination. Sweet Shots will host your birthday, bachelorette party, corporate events, date nights, or a night out with friends and family. Need help with your golf game? Visit with one of Sweet Shots' PGA teaching pros. Hungry? They have a full food and beverage menu too. Try your shot in one of 60 climate control hitting suites or one of 5 indoor full swing simulators that include golf, hockey, hunting, football, soccer, and zombie dodgeball. Make the trip to 3400 James Way South in Fargo or visit sweetshots.com for much more.
All right, welcome back. It's the last chance here for the Stars. Chayton Sen, Jake Jaroszewski, and Andre Work are the scheduled batters, and Sen will see that pitch drop for ball 1. Chayton's older brother, Kobe, played a game. It started at 4 o'clock, which would be 3 o'clock back home time, Central Time, 4 o'clock Eastern. That was about 200 miles away from Vero Beach. So both the Sen brothers in Florida playing games on the same day. And Chayton Sen will go to first, and he will not make it in time. That's out number 1. Sen will ground out. He'll be 1 for 3 on the evening, unless something miraculous happens and he comes up to bat again. But Jake Jaroszewski now at the plate. And that pitch is low for a ball, 1-0. And that'll hit him. He will go to first base as it nicked him just above the left elbow. And Jaroszewski is on base. That brings up Andre Work, the first baseman. 0 for 2, a sac fly to center. a fly out to right and a strikeout. High and in, ball 1. Once again, Jaroszewski on first, reached via hit by a pitch. And now Andre Work will drill one up the middle, and a nice grab there by the shortstop Cassidy, and he throws it over, and he got him out. And that will do it. I didn't see a double play happen there, but either that or they're calling it via time, one of the two. So that'll do it. That'll be the end of the 7th. That'll be your final score here as the Tabor Seawolves win it by the score of 12-4. And some positives to take away from this for the Fargo Post 400 Stars. Once again, it doesn't really matter if you win, lose, or tie here in Florida in the spring training portion of the season. The main purpose of this is to get some games in, get some practice and game time situations, and give the coaches a chance to decide who's doing what well and who needs improvement in what areas. And then by the time that regular season starts in June, the Stars are ready to go against the opponents that matter for wins and losses, because this loss here has absolutely zero effect on the postseason opportunities for the Fargo Post 400 Stars, and the 10 games that they're playing here over the next 8 days have zero effect on their playoff opportunities. Like I said, it's spring training, so yeah, they lost. Of course, everybody would love to see them win, and congratulations to the Seawolves, as they'll have a few more games over the next few days down here in Vero Beach as well, and we wish them the best of luck in those games. And it was a great game through through 4, and then the Seawolves played it 4 in the 5th and 4 in the 7th, and all of those went unanswered, and they win by the score of 12-4 tonight here at Jackie Robinson Training Complex in Vero Beach, Florida. Well, for all of our friends back home in North Dakota, hope you're staying warm. If it makes you feel any better, when I bragged a little bit about playing basketball in a pool, I am suffering from a sunburn. So you choose sunburn or ice cold winter snow and temperatures. I think they're equal, but we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast with maybe not enjoying the final result on the scoreboard is what I was trying to say. I want to say thanks to everybody who chimed in on the YouTube chat. Jim, we got your 1,000th viewer package on the way to you here. Probably when we get back from Florida. I'm not exactly sure when they plan to send that out, but I do know they plan to send that out. So thank you so much for watching. And for everybody back home in the Fargo and the surrounding area, thank you so much for tuning in. Your final score one more time, the Tabor Academy Seawolves 12 and the Fargo Post 400 Stars 4. For Mike on camera and Mike on graphics and Mike on scoreboard and Mike on play-by-play and Mike on stats, my name is Mike. The pleasure's been all mine here on the Magnitude Sports Network. We'll talk to you again tomorrow here as let's take a look at that schedule really quick and see when we're on the air tomorrow, because I don't even know myself. We'll talk to you again at 12 p.m. Eastern, so that's 11 o'clock Central Time for all you fine friends back home in the Fargo-Moorhead area. 11 a.m. we'll have the Post 400 Stars, and then we'll take a maybe 45-minute break, and we'll bring you the first Astros game of the season tomorrow as well here on the Magnitude Sports Network. All right, thanks so much for tuning in. We'll talk to you again very soon here on the Magnitude Sports Network.
Seating has been a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Network. Don't forget to subscribe, click the bell, and visit our website at magnitudesn.com. for a schedule of our upcoming broadcasts.